but there's evil within, too.
Alright, now we've got to trudge back through the marrow. Oh, there was something I forgot you're in here. So that means I've got to... No, I don't hack my way in here. I came here through a door, like a mature adult, I believe. Why can't all these mirrors just connect to each other as fast travel points, son? This game should have taken something from Breath of the Wild, aka the only good open world game. Oh, I was going to try... They patched in the ability to play this game in first person, and I'm wondering if we could do that. Here's all my settings, by the way. I haven't really messed with them. I know field of view is one of those things that people like get mad about on the internet. They're like, please don't change these while you're recording a YouTube video. Stupid. Is it under general? Okay, here we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, you get to see your gun at the bottom. Isn't that cute? Who? Hot. Oh, this sniper rifle is hungry for one more bullet. Ooh. Ah. Well, we don't have to fashion souls as hard when we're doing it. Like, oh, I wonder if it makes mouse aiming easier. What is the fucking sensitivity setting on my mouse? There we go. My mouse is a Logitech G602, in case you're wondering what mouse I use. And it's got this little buttons on it, and it fills up this power meter on the side that shows your sensitivity settings, son. You can adjust it in real time. I could probably play the game with a keyboard and mouse like this, because the reason I don't play this and like RE2 Remake, I play them on PC, but the reason I use a 360 controller is I can't quite get used to third-person movement with the keys, which is odd because I played World of Warcraft for years, and that's how you control your character in that game, so who the hell knows? Oh, this is where we fought the sticky white stuff. Is that correct? And it's just less sticky and white now? And, I say. Alright, you can't be open. I get a, what's the feeling for this? If my friend Sean DeRoos was here, I know he would liken this to Tecmo's Deception, which is one of his favorite PlayStation video games that I've never really played. Fun fact, years ago, me and him sat down to record some of that for the Tenfey channel, but something about the way we were recording the PS3 made the... It wasn't even the Elgato. That was back when I still used the Hauppauge component video recorder. Something about that photo. See, there's another locked chest that I assume if we help that guy, it opens. Which means we'll have to remember to come back here. Oh, look, there's a secret computer we can hack. Son. ipconfig/all, Sebastian. It'll get you past any firewall. Oh, that's one of the things that guy wanted us to reactivate, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so coming back here is actually good. Look, it made this box open. That's real good. So does that mean there's a computer? Did that computer unlock all of them or just this one? Oh no. Baleful distrust. Let's see if first person mode makes Khajiit gameplay harder. Okay, we can cheat and look through the wall a little bit. I wonder if they come in here or if like they just sat out there and wait for me all fucking day because they've got nothing better to do. Okay, let's slowly open this door. Ooh. Hey, buddy. I noticed you're a hatchetman, so if at least you come in here, you're not really a threat because you can be properly obliterated. Okay, I thought for sure. I hatchetmaned one. Pick it up. I hatchetman. Where are you? Did I double? Did I get the double Markarutsu, boys? I ain't never seen a single hatchet kill, and I never fucking will. Streets like 102 or I think it's Streets 112 is part of the mandatory Tenfey viewing, by the way, in case you're wondering. Look, any cabinets I missed along the way. I was informed that I missed Mary Magdalene statues in previous episodes, but nobody was kind enough to yell at me in the comments. So this would have been my chance to get them. Y'all missed out. Just like anyone born after 1999. Y'all missed out. Kids these days, they don't know. I mashed the button, Sebastian. You should have kicked the door open. I'd say the gimmick of switching to first person for this little backtracking section is enough to make it entertaining for y'all. At least I won't have to just like edit it out. Although it would have been easier for me because I could have just not talked. This is where we're reminiscing the best. This is where I had one of my musical numbers. I didn't realize until I was editing this series how much singing there is in it. So for you fans of singing Tenfey, it's probably one of your favorite playthroughs. And for you fans of Khajiit obsessed Tenfey, son, it's probably the best playthrough I've done, except maybe my old TMVA Skyrim that I never finished. That save is still on my 360 because that's what I was playing the game on. So it's one of the like Tenfey series I could actually go back to, but what would be the fucking point? I'd rather play the PC version modded, son. Get some proper big old titties put into the game. Alright, we're getting a little bit closer to getting the hell back to where we were. Now this is where the like town hall where we fought that camera obscura the first time, is it not? Huh, climbing up a ladder is real dramatic in first person, I'll admit. Yeah. So, how do we... Did I take the wrong computer node? Did I jump to the wrong area? We didn't miss anything here, did we? Communicator. Woo, 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 woo. It's another noise it makes. Once again, if Joseph were here, he'd be watching Sebastian spin in a circle making that noise, and he wouldn't say anything. After the ass chewing he got last time, he pointed out that Sebastian makes the noises with his mouth. Kidman would just roll her eyes. Okay, so we need to find a more better computer that lets us deal with this shit in real time. Thank God they put the Dark Souls slide in here. Whoop. Son, if you wonder why I go silent during those the abyss, the Four Kings fight loading areas, it's because they make such good like transitions between episodes potentially. So I try not to do anything that would get me cut off mid-sentence. Now what the hell are we doing? Oh, that's right, we gotta crawl through the vents. The 1408 man. Even if he is in here, we've got enough fucking ordnance that I ain't worried about him. I was going to say, though, that movie, 1408, would have ended either a lot quicker or a lot longer if the main character had brought a shotgun with him. The short story, 1408, and the movie are fairly different. The short story, the guy's only in the room for like less than a half hour. Oh, I didn't know that more of y'all had spawned. Excuse the fuck out of me. If you need me, I'll be up here being real good at being sneaky. Haha. Look, she realized once I went through that door that I was basically a ghost and she would never find me. She realized how fruitless her lifelong search to track me down is. Alright. I can just see her through the cracks in the stairs, or the Voorhees cracks as we call them. Alright, she might be done throwing her tantrum. Yep. Cool. Alright, I got your fucking number this time, lady. Somebody's getting predatored. Here comes that boy. Boom! So fucking easy. Even the kids can run and stab a bitch in the back of the head. And look at you over there. You're just none the wiser. Eating it up. Ha ha. Okay. And there's the computer we need? No. It's never a good computer. Ooh. Alright, we're down in the shit tunnels. That's the professional name for sewers. That's what city planners call them. They're like, alright, we gotta zone this area here for the shit tunnels. Okay, I hear crowd being angry, so more monsters must have spawned down here. We'll get them on the way back. Oh wait, that's not monsters I'm hearing. It's Sebastian breathing. I'm hearing the one true monster, Sebastian Castellanos. I don't think it's going to hold up in court that you were temporarily over... your actions were temporarily being controlled by your Cogito C. I don't think the judge is going to quite understand. He's going to be like, now what in the hell is a Cogito C? And the Tenfey marketing guy is going to be there giving me a stern look as if to say, look, I fucking told you nobody knows what that means. God, the lore of this playthrough is getting so convoluted. Are all of y'all keeping up with it? I need one of you all to give me a brief summary of all the main points of the lore of this playthrough so far, so that we can all be on the same track, including me. Alright, we don't got to go down into the shit depths, because we put that shortcut down. I was going to say, why do I have the fist icon? I didn't realize that you're not allowed to shoot a gun right there for some reason. Oh, and this is... Okay. A knife bitch has spawned. That ain't no fucking skin off my back, baby. I got knife bitches on fucking lockdown, baby. Lockdown. Knife bitches never know whether I'm fucking coming or going, boys. Ooh. And then we'll finish her off with our new shotgun. Unless she already forgot about us and we get another stealth hit on her. Oh no, I was just a bit too humorousy. Oh no, it's harder to aim like this. It's not my fault, y'all. It's not my fault. There you go. Did you get you a nice dramatic fucking perspective right there? Jesus Christ. Cool, 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 cool. I'm telling you, son. Max professionalism coming through here. Handgun bullets. Ugh. I'm all up. I guess 45 is my max. See if any more enemies spawned in these rooms. As I run around kicking the doors open. Like, is anyone in here for me to sneak kill? I'd be the equivalent of... If you've never seen it, there's a real famous YouTube animation called Skyrim Lockpit by the artist Van Ripper. It's like a minute long. I suggest you go watch it. It's pretty much required Tenfey viewing, but a minute long for a cute little animation about a thief who gets tired of thief nonsense. Yep, yep, yep. Fuji-san. I think I already cleaned out this Fuji-san. He had no more to give. Oh wait, that just let us come through there. I remember that now. We opened that door just so we wouldn't have to go through that little side room. It was all worth it. Alright, I think we're finally back to the computer that gets us to the starting area. Or the first, you know, main hub area. Ah, I recognize this room. Son, more coffee. Is there too much coffee you can drink in the VR world? That would be Brian Lee refusing to go to the VR world. I'm like, man, I hate that VR world. There's no waifus or nothing. I can't jump around with a katana sword. It's fucking horse shit. But then Brian Lee just shrugs. But then I'm like, also, you can only drink like 2 cups of coffee a day. And when I turn around, Brian Lee's just standing there with an axe that he's already embedded in the mainframe of the computer system. And he's like, it had to die. Now, I don't know if there's any monsters or anything we missed in this area. I feel so nostalgic for this one little region. Woo, 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 woo. That's what Sebastian does when, like, he disagrees with Joseph. And he wants to be real sarcastic about it. He's like, I don't know, Joseph. Let's check the bullshit detector. And he pulls his shit out and just walks up to Joseph and goes, excuse me, pull your little communicator out so I can do my little skit. I guess we've been real bad boys and we don't get to pull the communicator. Why? My little joke. The joke was going to be he pulled that out and went woo 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 bullshit detective while Joseph just sat there and rolled his eyes. Can you believe I didn't notice Mary Magdalene just hanging out on this porch? Oh no, she's too powerful. It's like I'm playing Morrowind and I'm trying to melee. It's like, oh no, my stamina's too low. I can never hit. Oh god. We finally did it, boys. It really was a 1-to-1 recreation of Morrowind. This place is real quiet since I killed all the crazy people. Okay. We're almost there. Ooh, Baleful Distrust. That means there's something here for me to fight. And it sees me, which means I ain't got to go looking for it. Whatever wants to kill me, could you fucking get on with it? Okay. I'm just going to climb up here. I mean, we've still got full-blown Eye of Distrust, which means whatever it is could still see me. Is it this moth? Boys, one time my mom got a moth stuck in her ear. She had to go to the emergency room to get it removed. How horrifying. She said it was very loud. I can only imagine. I don't know what the hell you want from me, Todd Howard. I got unnerved and spooked, but there's nothing trying to kill me. I figured shooting a loud gunshot. I shoot if a gunshot. I assumed that if a gunshot rang out like a bell and I grabbed my 9 and all I heard were shells, that something would happen. I don't know. I guess we'll just walk around town cocksure and proud, and if something jumps out and attacks us, I mean, we can always give it the Hatchet Man treatment. In the meantime, okay, it's going back to looking for me mode, whatever the hell it was. If I looked up at the moon from Majora's Mask was right there. Boys, Tommy would come home and find me in this room and be like, how did he shit himself inside out? Alright, here it is, the moment of truth. This fucking truck. There's a big Gaines gunpowder. And That's from another Bethesda soft game, I guess. We did it. Closure. Maybe that's what noticed us. It was that little figurine. It realized we'd come back for it, and its eyes got real big. I didn't open this truck either, but Michelle didn't scold me for that one, so... Bonus truck. What you got for me, bonus truck? Oh, well, I shot one bullet earlier. The Georgia Patrol was making their rounds, so I fired a shot just to flag them down. And a big belly sheriff grabbed his gun and said, "Why'd you do it?" Or is it slapped his cuffs and said, "Why'd you do it?" Boys, it's a dark day on the Tenfey channel when I can't one for one remember the lyrics to a Reba McEntire song, boys. Don't even point out that her version's a cover, because I don't care. It's the only true version. Alright. I'd say we've done a pretty good job of plucking this first area clean of resources. But you never know. There could have been... What if I looked over here and there was a Mary Magdalene statue? Giant. Like the statue of Jesus. Is it a Rio de Janeiro that has a statue of Jesus? You had to excuse me, I'm American. You can't expect me to know anything about geography. That's racist. Alright, we made our way back here to see our good friend Neil.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
I'm in the middle of some serious shit right now, O'Neill. I could use some help out there.
No way.
Are you kidding? Do you know how long it took me to come back here to talk to you about this?
You could have just called, you know.
Are you coming with me or not?
I told you I wasn't going to leave this place. It's fucking evil out there.
That may be, but there's evil within, too.
Whatever. I'll take my chances in here. See you around, Sebastian.
That's the whole reason we came back. You can only trigger that cutscene if after you destroy those 2 paintings, you make your way all the way back here, you get that cutscene. So don't say I don't do nothing for y'all. You're like, I wouldn't say that because it's horrible grammar. I'm like, well, thank you. Oh, let's make our way back. There and back again. A Sebastian's tale. We'll give the town we'll run back in a different path. See if we aggro any missed enemies. See if I can get me an eyeful of any Mary Magdalene statues I may have missed. And Bob will be your uncle. Or to be more proper, Robert will be your mother's brother. Waves of distrust. I realized I became the lady who narrates the opening to most of the Souls games. Yes, indeed. It is called Mobius. Okay, are you in here, distrustful people? I hear an awful lot of them, wherever the hell they are. How y'all doing? Boom! Hatchet Man! Hatchet Man, I don't know if it's less satisfying in first person. We don't get as much dramatic viscera. But I've come across so many hatchets I couldn't use that it felt wasteful. Not to just Hatchet Man him. Oh no! No, Hatchet Man swing! I showed... Oh, I don't have the Hatchet Man, excuse me. I forgot. Sometimes a Khajiit just has to pull out a shotgun and obliterate motherfuckers. I'm sure somebody's modded a shotgun in the fucking Skyrim, or at least Oblivion. Of course, in Oblivion, you can't make a good-looking Khajiit in Oblivion. Son. So in case Monaghan lied to us, making us think the Khajiit ladies in Oblivion are going to be real cute and kawaii and stylized. Are there... you know, I have never really modded Oblivion. Are we in the Ghost Woman's territory? Really? Yeah, she is. She doesn't want us to kill those few remaining enemies over there. Well, joke's on her. But yeah, I've never really looked into the Oblivion modding scene. If anyone knows of a mod that lets you make a good-looking Khajiit in Oblivion, leave it in the comments. Morrowind's just Morrowind, son. I know the way the Khajiit look in that game, son, and I've accepted it. let's just say that the Anasi that appears in Morrowind looks a little bit different than the way she was portrayed by internet sensation Fluff Kevlar. Okay, let's see. There was a man over here that I wanted to stab, and that fucking ghost woman had to show up and defend him. Maybe the enemies don't appear in the ghost zone. It's like, hey, brah, I totally entered the ghost zone last night. I had that lady making her boo face. Oh, awful. Alright, I remember this because it's where Dr. Robotnik threw down his sick graffiti. Boys, the freedom fighters were fucking fuming when they saw his sick tags. Nobody freestyle street raps harder than fucking Ivo Robotnik. I like to think Robotnik, the Sad AM version is of course the one I'm referring to. I like to think he would be the best freestyle rapper because you know, like the freedom fighters are too like goody son. Even Sonic with his quote unquote attitude, you know, they wouldn't throw down that fire and venom, but Robotnik, my god. And he'd had Snively there as his hype man. He'd be like, give it up for I forgot I can't do a Snively impression. Give it up for Dr. Robotnik and his fat beat machine. Okay, you crowd like to hang out in the middle of the street and I respect that, but I'm gonna have to kill you. They are in perfect fucking smoke bolt slasher. I've already forgot our Jack the Ripper-esque nickname we earned earlier when we came through with that smoke bolt. Came through a fucking swinging voice. Being in a bush is more difficult in first person, I'll admit. We're bush hopping, baby. We're going full lioness.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Oh, does someone need help over here? Poof! Get smoked! They're literally getting smoked! Boys, we finally found an instance where I could use that phrase and it makes sense. And the last known... Oh my god! This shit is broken! We've broken the game and you're a hatchet man! A fellow hatcheter, eh? I don't know if you could tell from my tone of voice, but I was trying to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie reference right there. Ah, that axe thought it could escape through the floor. But what they don't know is, Prowler Hatchet Man is well aware of the door in the floor, where you can see some more. Okay, so is somebody in this house? Now this is where we first encountered the Ghost Woman. You can't spook me twice in the same house, Ghost Woman. I've built up spook tolerance. That toilet is still really big compared to the people. Son, that's my favorite part of Union, is the big bathtubs and the big toilets. Son, I'd be living the dream. I would just... I'd take me to my satisfying shit. And then, after properly cleaning my asshole, I would just roll and land in that bathtub full of water. Oh, I was asshole naked on the toilet, by the way. Boys. The best Tenfey hypothetical scenario of all time. Oh. Boys, there's a solid fucking mess of y'all dead in here. This place wasn't like this when I left now. I rented this place out as an Airbnb, and I don't remember a pile of corpses in the master bedroom. Son, security deposit. I hope you weren't expecting to get that shit back. Hey. Are y'all just going to come filing in here or what? Oh, you're coming to add one to your collection, huh? Well, guess who's going to get fucking corner stabbed, boys? The moment the corner stab icon appears, we have to mash A like a lunatic before he sees us. Because I can't tell how hid we are. Ooh! You thought you were fucking hot shit. Got a limited edition collectible dead upper torso. Oh no! Hatchet Man! You earned that shit. I was going to say, I hope there's more of you fuckers. Khajiit justice, baby. Oh. That's what Prowler Hatchet Man has tattooed. Son. He has tattooed on one of his left bicep. Khajiit justice. Unfortunately, you can't see it because he's covered in fur. If you get tattooed, does the fur grow back? If any anthropomorphic animal people are watching and can answer that, leave a comment. And I'd be fairly interested in interacting with you. I heard grumbles and mumbles, and even so much as stumbles. So I know that there's more shit to kill out here. Maybe if we just fire another shot to flag down the Georgia Patrol. The song is called The Nights the Light Went Out in Georgia, if you want to look it up. I'm not so arrogant as to make it require Tenfey viewing, but it wouldn't hurt you. Well, whoever this last guy, maybe there can't be anyone left in this house, because I walked down the hall emptying this shotgun to the point where the bank manager from the opening of The Dark Knight would be like, my God, fucking calm down, dude. I know holding a shotgun makes your dick big, but Jesus, there's a refractory period. Okay, I'm hearing more of... Oh, you're just standing there. Pancakes, etc., son. Okay, so are there a lot of you around this corner? The whole lot of you? There he is. Let's predator kill this asshole. Ah. Boom. And if his friends come to investigate, they can get fucking smoked. Ooh. Pow. Like ducks in a fucking barrel. You get bush stealth. Ooh. Good God, the poor Khajiit ladies. I'm sorry if you're like wearing your new fancy frilly drawers that you bought, but you're going to have to wash them twice after watching this. Son. You're going to have to drink you a fucking bottle of Gatorade after and get your electrolytes back. My efforts to make the Tenfey channel less horny have failed spectacularly.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, it's like Yarnum. It's going to be one of those hateful people. Look, I could Chester Lester creep in there. Wait, is Mary Magdalene in there? Is there a person standing behind that couch? The only way we can do this is when I stand up and down. There's like a creepypasta in the making right there. Oh, I could Chester Lester much easier from here. Hey, I'm Sebastian Castellanos. I was the star of the first game. I know I'm not dressed as snazzily, but, you know, please don't pepper spray me.
Thank you. You saved me. I thought...
It's okay. Calm down.
How am I supposed to know?
Look, I just got here.
Oh, yeah?
It's Sebastian.
Well, then you're not. I can't even remember my own name. I don't even know where I am.
Just...
1 minute. The next thing I know, I'm not married, mister.
Let me ask you something.
I'm
gonna try to
so I
figure this out.
guess...
Stay in here and keep the door...
I'm not going in, but thank you. Need anything from the...
Let me ask you something.
I don't want to talk to her anymore. I just want to take her items. God.
Let me ask you something.
I'm like a pickup artist. I'm like, are you still here trying to initiate dialogue trees? I'm like, look, sweetheart, I already got your consumables. Son, do you need cab fare? Boys, your house is real shitty for items. You know, I never encountered this lady originally. Does she have like a side quest, I guess? Let's ask her about all these things. Have you seen my daughter? No. It sounds like a really cliche plot beat. And Sebastian's like, yeah, it is, but I've got to find her.
I don't...
What can you tell me?
I don't... You should stay...
Any idea?
Is this going to end with her becoming crazy and I have to shoot her? Because that would be a shame since she's our favorite character now, apparently. God, why do you have this shitty old TV? Do you not realize you live in a VR world? This game is like an even worse version of Ready Player One, if that was possible.
Wish I could do more for her.
Ready Player One was the movie so mediocre that not even a brief 10-second scene of legitimate cat lady titties could save it. And that's, spoilers, the only scene in that movie I watched. Does my journal tell me anything about this lady? No. Alright. I think we've done a fairly thorough job now of plucking this area of all of its rich resources. Mary Magdalene was just hanging out here the whole time. Did you all know that she was here? Ooh. I finally learned how Morrowind Combat worked. Spoilers, the reason you miss so much at the beginning of Morrowind is because your stamina is always depleted, because you run everywhere, because if you don't, the game is like this. It's why I always pick the steed as my starting sign. Poor Keisha Monacan was born under the Atronarch or whatever. That's the one where you don't magically regenerate magicka. That's why she thought she couldn't do magic. Isn't that sad? I really need to get caught up on prequel. It's just, I can't stand to have my heart broken that many times in a row. That poor fucking Catwoman. Though, I stopped when she had just gotten the invisibility cloak and was about to go on a ye old adventure to sneak into the Mages Guild and get her shit back. Did I kill you properly? Oh, I guess I didn't. Let's use first-person handgun aiming. We haven't done that in a while. It's fine. I mean, not terrible, right? I think there was a little flash game where you play as Keisha walking around, because prequel's got little... I think prequel might need to be added to the mandatory Tenfey reading lists. If you really have no idea what prequel adventure is, the second episode of this, the thumbnail, the two Khajiit girls in the corner, quote-unquote, laughing at Sebastian, are from that. So there you go. You've got at least a tiny bit of exposure to it. Just enough to lure you in. Alright. I was going to say how much green jello I have, but I know it's not 75,000, so it doesn't matter because that's what we're saving up to. I like how I'm saving up to get that Keanu Reeves time when I've already proved that like stealth is so much better now that we've gotten these broken upgrades. Predator, all the scramble pambles, the smoke bolt killer, the get smoked. Before the end of this playthrough, I'm going to have to somehow create a piece of art of Prowler Hatchetman wearing the Get Smoked hat from Persona 5, holding his crossbow. When I imagine Prowler Hatchetman, what I'm imagining is Evil Within 1 Sebastian with his fancy vest and tie and everything. I'm imagining him, but as a, like, Khajiit. And he's got a hatchet in one hand and a crossbow, an ebony crossbow enchanted with fiery bolts in his other hand. I'm only saying this in case I inspire any of the fine artists of the internet. You're like, you know what else inspires the artists of the internet? Giving them money. I'm like, I guess. God. Part of being a YouTuber is you've got to beg for free fan art, son. That's what makes you a professional. I wanted to yell boom when he kicked that door open, but he opened it so reasonably. Oh no, not a forced first-person section. I've inoculated myself to it. Now, we'll check the sewers one more time. See if maybe they spawned another one of those horrific Ganglemen. What I think of playing this first person going down these hallways is, in the original .hack Infection, when you were doing the randomly generated dungeons that were just corridors like this, you could go into first person and hear your footsteps like that. And that's what I think of. And then I'm imagining you fight a mob, and all I would do is I had some move where Kite, I think that was the main character's name, would just like spin really fast and cut him up. And like that was all I did. Well, that and try to find aromatic grass for Mia. God bless her heart. Okay. Let's see if I could remember any characters that aren't Kite, the main character, or Mia from .hack Infection. There's Elk, because he's Mia's fucking... beta orbiter. I think there was a guy named Pyros who was like huge in a huge suit of armor, but he had like a stereotypical nerd face. There was a lady that used a spear, but she was a human lady that used a spear, which means I devoted no synapses in my brain to remembering her. There was a guy named Bear, but I think he goes into like a coma at the beginning of the game. Black Rose. The sword lady. That was her name, right? Did I get it? Did I remember? Dot hack. Okay. Okay, I'm remembering. I'm remembering all the bullshit we went through to get here. Not only did we become richer in in-game items and green gel, but the playthrough became a little bit richer by doing this little backtrack. So overall, I'm satisfied. I'm glad we did it. And hopefully y'all got a few classic Tenfey moments. That's honestly what I need to do with this channel, is if I made compilations of Tenfey moments from playthroughs and made like little short digestible videos, you could probably get a few more eyeballs on here. If that was something that I cared about. If I wasn't too cool to care about the fact that nobody watches Tenfey. Can you imagine corporate mainstream Tenfey? Like, what if I had 3 million subscribers? You'd probably lose something in the process. I just now remembered that this was once again the wrong computer. I started my school project on the computer in the library, which was an iMac. And when I got home and took my disk and put it in my fucking Hewlett-Packard, boys, no comprende. I remember the first time I learned about that shit, because I'm not particularly computer illiterate nowadays, but as a kid, like, I didn't have access to one other than the school's computer lab, and it was just old ass fucking Apple computers. But I remember I went to a cousin's house, and he had an actual Apple computer, and I remember he had the game Tempest on it. And I was like, oh, gee whiz, if I bring a floppy disk, we could fucking drag them files on there and I'll be set. And we did it. And when I got home to my, it was actually a Packard Bell computer that I eventually owned in the late fucking 90s. It was my stepdad's. I don't know how deep into real world Tenfey lore you want to get into. We've gone past Tenfey lore into Ben lore. But I remember slapping that disc in there, and that computer was like, what the fuck is this? Ugh. Ugh. You know I'm allergic to that shit. Okay. I'm having a hard time keeping the bants up through this run back. We'll get there, boys. We'll advance the story, I promise. This place is a lot nicer with all that sticky white stuff everywhere. Although, we could use a big stack of it to enchant our hatchet before we fight the final boss. See? It persisted. Bada bing, bada boom. Only the highest level Evil Within 2 gameplay is permitted. Okay, so some of y'all have been warned. Cool, cool, cool. The stealth is a little bit more nerve-wracking in first person, I'll admit. Like right now, I'm pretty sure I'm crouched, and I do have an icon telling me I'm like hid up against cover, so that's good. Is it just the 3 of you? Just the 3 of you. I could stab you if I try. Just the 3 of you. Just the 3 of you. God, I hope y'all are enjoying the singing, because I can't fucking stop myself sometimes. Alright. Let's prowler this son of a bitch. Oh, we got real unlucky that he turned around at that moment. I mean, it was bad play on my part, but it's also just real unlucky. Why isn't the third guy in here? Pop! Boom! Bam! Pow! The old boom bam pow, son. It was instantly in full swing. It was bing, bang, boom. I realized I couldn't remember what I said. The country song I was referencing overrode it. Somebody is real distrustful. Oh wow, he got out of the way just in time. You gonna come wandering over here within corner range? Ah, see, I can't tell. Okay, I can kind of tell what the hell he's doing. Hey, well, let's get off of cover, because this big Tupperware tote should be protecting us. Okay, he fucked off. Hey, buddy. What you doing? We're technically hid, I guess. So if he comes walking over here, we can get him. Or is he programmed to just stand there like a sack of fucking shit all day? Well, guess what? It's on glassbottle.exe. Okay, so he can see you when you're trying to fucking aim around the corner. Got it. Ooh. Come get me. Alright, tell you what, it's time for advanced level play. Throw this bottle over there. He's going to be like, what in Sam hell was that? And then, Predator. You thought I was going to fuck it up for a second there, didn't you? Joke's on you, because I was sure I was going to fuck that up. But somehow I didn't. You know, all of that could have been prevented if we'd have just come around the corner and fucking slung some Khajiit justice his way. Okay. As long as everybody's cool. I was going to say, I feel like they've probably added people to this room. That's the distinct frog-like sounds of a knife bitch. In the immortal words of Emo Steve. Did you guys hear frog? Here it comes, boys. The good shit. Pow. Ha ha ha. Call me mint jelly. Call me moon sugar, because I'm on the Khajiit hooker's ass. Okay. See just how dedicated she is to coming and finding me. See how badly she wants to track me down. Boys, you're not real dedicated. That's passive aggressive right there, boys. She talks a mean fucking game with him when you're within knife's reach of her, and then she immediately gives up and sulks off home. I think, this is, once again, I'm not a game developer, but I think when you're doing the Predator run, the default stab like icon thing should be disabled so that you don't get that weird scenario where you've done nothing wrong but the game makes you look bad. Where you're absolved of all gaming sin. Alright, I'd like to think she was the boss of the respawned mobs. Did we clean this room out? We'll never know because it's locked. Why is that room locked? Oh, is that the other side of the safe room? How the hell do you zoom? Woo woo woo. Because that's the safe house, so. Is there like a vent I'm missing or anything?
The destruction has spread all the way down here, too. Don't know how long this place is gonna last.
Well, that was real poignant, Sebastian. I appreciate your poignancy. I realize we're probably not going to come back here, so I might as well give the area a final once over. Oh, that looked interactable. I just realized we're fitting to burst with Mary Magdalene keys, too. The next time we go back there, that nurse lady's going to be super impressed when we start fucking opening boxes left and right. Okay, so is there just no way to unlock that room? Or is there like a secret key to it? Are we at full health? We are. Good. Cool, cool, cool. More shit we can't use. Beautiful. So where are we going next? We'll be visiting that guy's safe house, so I have no need to go back to the mirror world and craft shit at the moment. Every time I see it say Post Plus now, I can't help but think of Coach Z saying Port Plus. That's his way of saying the shampoo Pert Plus. Only cool Homestar Runner fans will get that. Alright, now that we've done all that, I think the gimmick's over. And we can go back to the third-person perspective that we know and love. I don't know. If I was going to play the whole game in first person like that, I definitely have to use mouse and keyboard. Oop. Alright, well, I don't even remember where that safe room is. Okay, it's right there. Ow. Oh, there was one of them fucking chests on the roof of this building over here. Let's see if they all unlocked. It did. Well, I'll be damned. Ooh, lots of gun. See how many gun parts that is. 25 gun parts and some handgun bullets I can pick up. Wow. What a fucking reward. The fucking taxes I'm going to have to pay on that shit won't even cover the cost of the weapon parts and the damn handgun bullets. What a scam. All the bigwigs keep their handgun parts. I combine the two. Their weapon parts and handgun ammo in offshore inventories, so that Uncle Sam can't get a hold of them. But Sebastian Castellanos, son, he's just a down-to-earth, hard-boiled detective. He can't launder money like that. He can't launder green goo like the bigwigs can. Alright, buddy. I went and ipconfig / all that fucking shit. Installed Chex Quest for you. What's my reward? Wait, before we even do that, I'm going to steal the good shit out of this chest. Is that another new handgun? Ooh, a silenced handgun. The most Khajiit of all possible handguns. Well, you know we got to use it. Pow. So we lose the laser sight, but we gain stealth. Huh. I feel like we're probably not going to get much use out of this thing with how bad I am at stealth, but at least it gives us something to work towards getting good at.
The server is online.
Yeah, I'm already in. See if you can open that one there.
You mean the one I already pillaged? Stupid. Why don't you fucking get up to date? Why don't you read my fucking
Thanks again
blog?
for helping me out.
Can you really do it?
Like I said, but there's a ton of data. I just hope I can do it before this. It's gonna take me a while.
So what happens?
If I can make it out of the Mobius building,
Chip.
yeah. Everybody sort of like an RF, and I mean everybody.
And you submit to...
Like they say, that chip, the downs.
I guess you can worry.
Okay, so that's a big plot point that all the people that work for Mobius, including mysterious boss man in the suit that Kidman's always getting sternly reprimanded by, has a secret microchip implanted in her head. I assume they put one in Sebastian too when he was unconscious.
I might be interested.
You're welcome to. I'm leaving here as your best bet is to hang out here with me.
No way.
Theoretically, if you...
I'd prefer to take Lil. Mobius just wants to plug her. If we could just get out when...
Well, either way.
Let's pair up our communicator.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. I like his plan. He's like, man, we can hang out here. I got this sweet-ass CRT television. Boys, you know that there's like a Sega Genesis in here somewhere. We could play us the most Bonanza Brothers and Lone Star Heroes and have the best time until we hack our way out. And then once we're outside of STEM, I assume if we just take a hatchet to that pod they put Lily in, we can just dig her out of there. Probably wouldn't work. Probably should stick to the plan. Okay, we're finally ready to advance the plot again. We finally got through the filler arc. You're like, man, I hate the first person return to the first area filler arc in Evil Within 2. It's like 60 episodes. Oh, I'm sorry, you're only allowed to approach from where. See, now, we did all that shit to make those pictures disappear, but you're telling me that this man couldn't have just climbed up on these rocks and got over it? It's just like Dark Souls 2. When it's like, go kill the 4 great lords so that you can get past this fucking tree trunk that fell over. Talk about dropping the ball on level design, y'all. Todd Howard, man. You're slipping up. I was just wondering if you could actually shoot these and make them fall down, but maybe not. Boys were silent but deadly now. That's what Prowler Hatchet Man was going to get tattooed on his chest. But the tattoo artist, who I'm going to assume was Argonian, was like, maybe not. He's like, that phrase has a separate meaning you might not be familiar with. So that's when he went with Khajiit Justice. Oh, that was just a poster to get our attention.
He's got to be in here somewhere.
He ought to be in here somewhere. I agree, Sebastian.
You dare to destroy my work? You expect me to bend to your will? Just like them, thinking they could sculpt me into what I am not. What they created in here, it's marvelous. They wasted it because they had no imagination. Because they are not artists. They want to control me, manipulate me.
Look at this douchey water fountain.
Stop me, but you
I realized I was sitting here forcing you all to listen to this guy's fucking pretentious hipster nonsense he's spewing. This is his speech he gave when I got him banned from DeviantArt earlier. He made a live journal post and he's like, those fools do not understand. They could never understand my hedgehog OC. Alright, we're gonna get some good resonance here. Woo 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 wee woo. Okay, this is where you get his backstory. Stefano here, they put him in the STEM system, and they must have either not known he was a crazy psychotic artist, or they thought that was cool. But he was like, oh, this VR place, I could do all kinds of weird, fucked up, pretentious art by mauling people. And that's how he, somehow took over and corrupted the system. I don't fucking know. Read the wiki. Look at this. That's modern art right there. I bet some douchebag in a fucking black turtleneck would stand here and go on and on about how it represents fucking isolation within the group that modern society has inflicted upon all of us. And I'd be like, yeah, good fucking job, idiot. Now, this blank one I like because I can ignore it. I think a boss fight might be coming up. Can you imagine it? A genuine Evil Within boss fight? I don't believe you can stealth kill the boss, so unfortunately, it's like when you spec to be a full hacker in Deus Ex, and then you come across one of them fucking murder kill cyborgs that you're in a forced fight against.
What the hell is he doing to these people?
This chase has been entertaining. But even the greatest entertainments must come to an end.
The girl! Where is she?
I commend you for making it this far. If perseverance were an art form, you would be a master. Perhaps not a Michelangelo, but a Van Gogh at the very
Enough
least.
art school bullshit! Where is she?
The core is safe with me. I took her on his orders. But once I realized the extent...
Alright, we got the gist of it.
You cannot have her. You would do nothing with her power. You're an uncomprehending Neanderthal. She's useless in your hands.
So I don't think Stefano realizes that Sebastian is Lily's father, and that's why he's trying to get her. I think he just thinks, because whoever controls the core, which is Lily, can do all this shit. So from his point of view, Sebastian's just, I guess, like him in that he just wants to get her and have power. But we learned that Stefano is working with somebody else, so that's why I left that much of the cutscene in for y'all. Alright, we get to do some Arkham Asylum shit and try to sneak past the baleful gaze of the camera obscura.
Holy shit.
So just stay out of its fucking blue gaze and you'll be alright. Oh, well, excuse the fuck out of me. I thought I'd have a moment to scramble about. Or do I have to do it when you're looking in that direction? I guess so. Let's climb down. I'm confident. Alright. At least they gave us some nice lighting cue to know where he was looking. Now we just fucking beat feet, boys. Oh no, how are you? You're cheating! I ran real fast. You shouldn't have been able to see me. I'm too fast for the naked eye. Fine, I didn't want to go over there anyway, stupid. It looked like the dumbest area possible. We're getting some good Inception gravity moments. Well, it was nice of him to spawn a consumable item for us here in this weird pretension, the art pretension dimension, as he calls it. I'm gonna crouch just because it makes me feel better. Alright, cool. Now we just skedoodle our way through here. I thought for sure he was gonna see me right then. Alright. Keep on keeping on. By the book, big giant camera monster. I'll avoid him. I guess this kind of harkens back to the end of the first game when you're walking down that weird meat hallway and Ruvik's eye is up there.
Where the
Remember?
fuck did you go?
Remember the Evil Within 1? Figured I'd turn around to see if there was a cheeky item hidden back here, like the beginning of Boletaria Palace. Wow, these things actually have some kind of cloth physics. That's real neat. I guess all of these are supposed to be like photo developing studios. Do we need anything back in the real world? We're not going to spend any... Oh yeah, let's go open our lockers. After we examine another slide. Who's being a good boy sitting on the floor next to the fig preserves? Okay. I don't know if me calling those fig preserves specifically changes the rich lore of this playthrough in that all of the green goo is considered fig preserves. Oh, I thought we got another one from that guy, but I guess we had already looked at it. The guy, remember in the Juke Diner? If we ever get here and we're 700 away from having 75,000, I guess then I'll pick that one up. That's the only scenario where I'll do it.
Detective Castellanos. Always a pleasure to see you.
There's got to be better ways for you to be there than to fucking Five Nights at Freddy's your ass towards me. Okay. What do we get? Sniper rifle rounds. Ain't bad. That's a fucking waste. One fucking healing syringe ain't worth every Magdalene key. Damn, we ain't hitting area. All the green goo's gonna be right down here. It's like deal or no deal. What are we looking at green goo wise anyway?
There's nothing wrong with being
23,000. So we're like more than a fourth, less than a third. Actually, we're right around a third, aren't we? Why y'all always expect me to do so much fucking maths when I'm doing my Tenfey videos? Okay. I believe we were going to start upgrading this shotgun's firepower. Bam. Bop. Alright, we don't have enough to get either one of these. Probably wouldn't hurt to make the handgun have a little bit more fizz. Wait, we're 5 weapon parts short. And of course, they don't have a take a weapon part, leave a weapon part tray here. So it's just a common courtesy.